Welcome to today's case study on Apple Inc. in 2010, one of the most popular case study. In this video, we'll explore Apple's background, the challenges it faced, its strategic options, and the key lessons for managers and business leaders. Apple was founded in 1976 by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. After struggling in the 1990s, the company revived under Steve Jobs' return. By 2010, Apple had transformed into one of the world's most innovative companies with blockbuster products like the iPod, iTunes, iPhone, and MacBook. Its unique strategy was the integration of hardware, software, and services, all tied together with beautiful design and branding. Apple positioned it as a premium design-driven company with a loyal customer base. Despite its success, Apple faced major challenges in 2010. Competition was heating up from Microsoft, Google, and other PC and smartphone makers. The smartphone war had begun, with Android emerging as a strong rival to the iPhone. They were also concerned about the company's heavy reliance on Steve Jobs' leadership. Could Apple continue to innovate and grow after the iPod era? And how could it sustain its competitive advantage over the long term? The tech industry was changing rapidly. Competitors were imitating Apple's innovation and offering cheaper alternatives. Apple's premium pricing strategy limited its share in some markets. The company also depended heavily on just a few products, especially the iPhone and iPad, which made it vulnerable. Finally, Steve Jobs' health problem created uncertainty about leadership. All of this raised questions about Apple's future direction. In 2010, Apple faced intense competition. Microsoft still dominated the PC operating system market. Google's Android was rapidly gaining traction in smartphones, while Samsung, Nokia, and BlackBerry were formidable hardware competitors. Dell and HP led in personal computers. Apple's challenge was to maintain differentiation in this crowded, fast-moving landscape. Apple had several strategic options in 2010. First, it could expand its product portfolio, including new categories like the iPad and wearable devices. Second, it could strengthen its ecosystem with services like iTunes, the App Store, and iCloud. Third, it could compete more aggressively on the pricing, through which it could be a big shift from its premium model. Fourth, Apple could expand globally, especially in emerging markets like China and India. Finally, it could prepare for a future without Steve Jobs by leading strong leadership beyond its iconic founder. In 2010, Apple launched the iPad, creating an entirely new product category. The company chose to double down on innovation and design rather than competing on price. It continued to invest heavily on the iPhone ecosystem and expanded globally into Asia and emerging markets. Importantly, Apple also began preparing for leadership through quietly as Steve Jobs' health issue persisted. This set the stage for Apple's next decade of growth. Apple's core strength set it apart. Its brand was synonymous with innovation and design excellence. Unlike competitors, Apple integrated hardware and software seamlessly, creating an ecosystem that locked its customer. Its marketing and retail presence further reinforced loyalty, making it difficult for users to shift away. Looking ahead, Apple faced several challenges. It needed to keep innovating beyond the iPad and iPhone while adapting to global competition, especially in price-sensitive markets. Premium pricing was a double-edged sword. Opportunities laid in creating new product categories and services, and perhaps the most critical challenge, ensuring leadership continuity after Steve Jobs. The case offers several key lessons. First, innovation must be at the core of the company's strategy. Second, building an ecosystem locks in customers and creating long-term loyalty. Third, leadership matters, but company must build structures that can outlast a single visionary. Fourth, premium pricing can succeed if the brand value is strong enough. Finally, business must constantly adopt a fast moving and fast changing environment, especially in the technology industry. By 2011, Apple became the world's most valuable company. Its success came from sustaining innovation, strengthening its ecosystem, and carefully managing leadership. The big takeaway in this is innovation plus ecosystem equals long-term success. Thank you for watching this case study. Please like and subscribe to Tech Resource Corner. Thank you.